Viewer discovered large whale bones off the coast of Grand Chenier.
When I seen it, it just was massive. My first thoughts were, did we just find some kind of dinosaur or something?
Beneath the waves, mysteries emerge.
Look at that. What is that?
From haunting whale skeletons, ancient bones to unexplained remains that washed ashore. Hang on to watch the reveal of shocking secrets that the ocean has been hiding for ages.
Can someone explain to me what this is?
While visiting Cameron Parish Beach, a tourist made a rare discovery. He was fishing along the southwest Louisiana coast when he noticed some large objects scattered on the shore. He curiously moved closer. There it was, a huge skeleton, half buried in the sand. It was the skull and bones of a massive whale, washed up by the waves. It wasn't just any whale. Experts say it was about 30 feet long. That's bigger than most whales seen in the Gulf of Mexico, where over 20 species call home. Stranded whales aren't unheard of, but one this size? That's rare, and has everyone talking. Marine experts are now carefully studying the remains, hoping to know more. Amarook Ancient Mine. Deep in the heart of a 500,000-year-old mine, explorers at the Amarook gold site in Nunavut made an astonishing discovery. This wasn't just any find, it was one that would stir excitement and mystery alike. Whale Lake, located in the desert, holds a hidden treasure beneath its northern end. Drilling has revealed a huge mineral deposit called Whale Tail, stretching 1.2 kilometers and going more than 350 meters deep. It's a massive vein of minerals, tucked away under a lake in the middle of the desert. This discovery makes the desert a lot more intriguing than we ever imagined. Mysterious remains.
Dragon tail.
Giant remains washed up on the shore, their massive form catching the attention of onlookers. The creature's size was beyond anything anyone had ever seen. Its limbs were twisted and broken, covered in seaweed and sand. Some people thought it might be a whale, while others whispered about creatures from the deep ocean, never before seen by human eyes. Was it a rare sea creature, or something far more mysterious? The identity remained hidden. Monster shark.
Look at that. What is that?
A shocking discovery was made on a beach in Hawaii. A beachgoer found a shocking sight on a beach in Hawaii, a whale with its tail bitten off. This led to speculation that only a megalodon could inflict such damage. The megalodon was the largest shark ever, twice the size of a Tyrannosaurus rex, with a mouth full of huge, sharp teeth. Its bite could swallow a car whole. The whale's tail was bitten off by an attacker with a dorsal fin about 1.5 to 1.8 meters high. Based on the size, the attacker could have been 12 to 15 meters long. Could it have been a megalodon? No one knows. Jurassic Beast.
I just found something quite extraordinary. It's the jaw of a massive pliosaur.
In Dorset, England, a fossilized skull of a terrifying prehistoric sea creature has been unearthed. The creature, a pliosaur, lived 150 million years ago. It had a skull over 2 meters long and 130 razor-sharp teeth. These teeth were capable of biting with the force of a T-Rex. With its massive size and powerful limbs, it ruled the oceans as a top predator. It consumed anything in its path. The skull was discovered by a fossil enthusiast. After weeks of careful excavation, it was extracted from the eroding cliffs. The rest of the skeleton is still hidden deep within the cliffs. It is waiting to be revealed. This rare and almost complete fossil is expected to be a major scientific attraction. It will shed light on the monstrous predator that once dominated the seas. Ancient creature. A large, prehistoric-looking animal washed up on the shore. leaving everyone who saw it speechless. Its massive body and strange features were unlike anything anyone had ever seen before. With thick skin and sharp, unusual fins, the creature seemed to be from another time. People gathered around, whispering theories about what it could be. Some thought it might be an ancient sea creature, while others wondered if it was a mutation. The mysterious animal quickly became the talk of the town, with no one able to explain its sudden appearance. Giant creature. A local found an unbelievable sight. A giant, mysterious creature floating in a river near a village in Indonesia. It was 23 meters long and 4 meters wide. The creature's size shocked everyone. People say many have gone missing after entering the river. Villagers believe this huge animal is behind the disappearances. Its presence has stirred fear and curiosity. What could it be? No one knows for sure. But the size of this creature is enough to make anyone wary of the water. Beach discovery. While exploring a beach, a tourist made a discovery that was impossible to ignore. Soon it turned out that washed up on the shore was a giant minke whale, its lifeless body a haunting sight. The poor thing had clearly been there for some time. The once mighty creature, built to glide through the deep ocean, now rested in stillness. What had brought this giant to its end? Next time you walk along a lonely beach, remember, the ocean doesn't always keep its secrets hidden in the deep. Megalodon tooth.
Discovery on a local beach.
Molly Sampson discovered a Megalodon tooth.
What would you do if you found a relic from one of the ocean's most fearsome predators? On Christmas Day, a local made an incredible discovery at Calvert Cliffs. She was searching for small shark teeth when something massive caught her eye. It was a Megalodon tooth, so large it left everyone stunned. Experts say this tooth, over 15 million years old, likely belonged to a shark that was 45 to 50 feet long. That's as big as a Greyhound bus. Finding a tooth like this is rare. Only a few are discovered each year. This amazing find has people talking about the ancient predators that once ruled the seas. Could there be more beneath the surface? Coastal mystery. The coastal scene looked strange, almost haunting. Dark, stringy seaweed covered the rocks, twisting and moving with the current. Among the mess, a man in a yellow shirt was trying to pull something from the tangled mass. He seemed focused, unaware of the scary atmosphere surrounding him. The seaweed or kelp looked almost alive, shifting with every wave. What was he trying to get? Maybe he wanted it for medicinal purposes, or perhaps there was something hidden in the depths of the kelp that only he knew about. Ancient discovery.
Bison typically are about, 21, 22 inches wide, maybe 24 at the very largest.
A normal day of exploring turned into an incredible discovery. While walking along a riverbank, a tourist spotted something strange poking through the dirt. Little did he know, he was about to uncover a piece of Earth's ancient past. As he removed the sand, there it was, a massive skull. But not just any skull. And now, think of our biggest buffalo today. Now imagine something even more massive. The horns alone stretched almost 3 feet wide, dwarfing any modern bison known today. This was something from another time, a ghost from Earth's mysterious past. The skull belonged to a giant Ice Age bison, a beast that roamed these lands thousands of years ago. This ancient giant was built for a world we can barely imagine. Mysterious creature.
I was just going for my morning walk on the beach, and I've stumbled across something.
You have seen starfish and shells on beaches, but not what this beachgoer sees. It was a large creature with sharp claws and rough skin. Everyone gathered around, wondering, what could this be? A sea animal or something else? Sometimes the deep sea hides many mysterious creatures, and sometimes strong waves or storms bring them to shore. This moment was both exciting and a little scary for everyone there. The beach had never seen such a sight before. Here is another incident reported. There at Long Beach in Queensland, half buried in the sand, lay something that shouldn't exist. The creature's skull looked eerily human, but that's where normal ended. The photos spread like wildfire across social media. Scientists stayed quiet about the discovery, but people who saw it swore this was different from any known sea creature. Beach bone mystery. Talbot Island took an unexpected turn when a local spotted something unusual sticking out of the sand. At first, it seemed like a palm tree, but it wasn't a tree stump at all. What he found was far more astonishing. A massive whale jawbone was there, measuring over 13 feet long. The discovery alone was incredible, but the mystery deepened when it was revealed that a similar bone had been found in the same area back in 1907. Could these bones be part of a century-old mystery? Now, scientists at the Florida Museum of Natural History are working to piece together this rare find, hoping to uncover the secrets these ancient remains hold. Giant hand.
Comprida, e olha o que a gente acha, tropeça.
What if you found something on a beach that made you question everything you knew about the world? That's exactly what happened on Ilha Comprida Beach in Sao Paulo. Beachgoers came across what seemed like a human skeleton near the water, but something was off. A hand-like shape stuck out of the sand, its size far too large for a human. The phalanges didn't match. This hand was massive, like something out of a nightmare.
A gente brincou falando, é uma mão humana.
Some even wondered if it was from an alien. Biologists, however, believe it's the skeleton of a cetacean, like a dolphin or orca. Seeing a skeleton this close up is rare, and many were shocked by the find. Prehistoric surprise.
A creature from the deep that washed ashore in Ocean County, New Jersey had people asking, what is it?
They say prehistoric. It certainly looks like it's something out of the deep.
Something unbelievable washed up on the shores of New Jersey. A local walking along Island Beach State Park came face to face with what looked like a monster from the past. At first glance, it looked like a huge lizard. But as she got closer, she realized it was something even more surprising. A 5-foot-long Atlantic sturgeon. This rare fish, with its hard, armor-like scales and prehistoric appearance, dates back over 200 million years.
About 5 feet long. At first I thought it was a shark, but then I realized it didn't have a top fin and only had the back, and it had some scales going across the top and on the sides.
Once abundant in Delaware Bay, their numbers dropped due to overfishing for caviar. Since 1998, strict protections have been in place to save them. Unusual discovery. Out of nowhere, something massive washed up on the rocky shore. A fish skeleton, over 8 foot long. Tourists stopped, drawn to the strange sight. Was it a whale or something far stranger? The bones were massive, twisted in a way that no one could explain. What kind of creature could this be? People rumored, wondering if it was something from the deep, a creature never seen before. The more they looked, the more the mystery deepened. What had the ocean delivered this time? There was something spooky about the find. What secrets was it hiding? Bone horror. A peaceful beach walk turned spooky when a family spotted something in the sand. An old whalebone was there, bigger than anything they'd seen before. At first glance, it seemed normal. Then they looked closer. The bone had holes. Hundreds of them. These weren't just any holes, but like little eyes staring back, these holes created an unsettling pattern. Seems like nature had created its own horror show right there on the beach. Sea dragon unearthed.
The marine reptile, or sea dragon, is longer than a double-decker bus.
While landscaping in the UK, workers stumbled upon an extraordinary find: a fossilized sea dragon. As they drained a lagoon island, the 32-foot-long ichthyosaur, with its massive eyes and razor-sharp teeth, emerged from the mud. It's the largest and most complete specimen ever uncovered in the UK, a true window into the past. These ancient predators, which swam the oceans 180 million years ago and could grow up to 82 feet, were far more intimidating than most modern sea creatures. The workers, spotting distinctive ridges in the mud, realized they had unearthed a piece of history, one that rivals legendary discoveries near Lyme Regis and beyond. Giant carcass. You are not ready for this. On the shores of Teluk Malano Beach in Lundu, Malaysia, locals stumbled upon a giant carcass lying on the sand. It was so massive that people began calling it a lobster, but the truth was unclear. The Sarawak Civil Defense Force was called to investigate. Rescue teams gathered around, studying the decomposed remains. Many believed it could be a whale, but no one was certain. Only DNA tests would reveal the truth. Mud creature. A disturbing discovery shook a forest to its core. What workers found buried in the mud that day would haunt their dreams forever. A giant crane was captured lifting a strange creature covered in mud. The creature had 2 legs and a face so scary that it froze everyone in place. Thick layers of dirt and mud made it even more scary. As the crane slowly raised it, everyone held their breath. Suddenly, the crane tossed the creature aside. It was a moment where no one dared to blink. What kind of being had they just uncovered from its earthen tomb? Fantasy is real. One morning, something impossible turned up in the sand. A beach walker bent down to pick up what looked like a toy. In his hand lay a tiny skeleton. Small, but super creepy. It had tiny bones like a human, but with a fishtail, just like the mermaids in stories. Its small face looked scary, with stringy hair that seemed too real. The tiny thing fit right in their palm, but something about it felt wrong. People who saw the video online couldn't agree. Was this a real tiny mermaid? A very old artwork? Nobody knew what to think. The mystery of this little creature kept everyone guessing. Mysterious find. It started as an ordinary day at Tythol Beach in Valsad, but everything changed with one discovery. A tourist came across an eerie sight. A giant fish skull lying on the shore. It was in a rotten state, with patches of white skin still visible. The massive skull sat silently on the sand, drawing the attention of everyone nearby. The finding went viral, and netizens were unsure of what they were seeing. Was it just an old fish, or did it belong to something more mysterious? The skull felt like a ghostly reminder of the unknown beings under the deep water. Ocean Guardian. A beachgoer in France came across the remains of a massive creature washed ashore. But there was more to the story. This skeleton was actually a huge sculpture called the Serpent d'Océan. Made by an artist, it was built out of aluminum and measured nearly 425 feet long. The long body seemed to move with the curves of the nearby Saint-Nazaire Bridge, creating a creepy scene. It rested on the beach of Saint-Brevin, almost as if watching over the water. Eerie discovery.
Yeah, in Volusia County, that storm blew away mountains of sand and exposed things long buried, including the remains of a whale.
After Hurricane Sandy, New Smyrna Beach in Florida had an unusual surprise waiting in the sand. Buried in the sand for decades were the bones of a beaked whale. This was no ordinary find. Beaked whales are deep-sea mammals that are rarely seen and little known to scientists. The authorities quickly took over, moving the skeleton to a marine science center for study. And here comes something more eerie. A similar skeleton was found in 2010 in New Zealand and took 2 years to identify. Strange carcass. A mysterious carcass washed up on the beach near Strandfontein on the False Bay coast. Experts quickly identified it as a 14-meter humpback whale. A huge crowd gathered to see the massive creature, but something didn't seem right. The whale was unusually skinny, and it was late in the breeding season. As more whales had been found along the coast, experts feared the trend could continue. Why are so many whales washing ashore? No one knows. The strange event left the locals uneasy. Could this be the start of something even more disturbing? Only time will tell. Mysterious monster. A terrifying discovery shocked locals on Russia's eastern coast. A mysterious, hairy monster appeared on the Kamchatka Peninsula. The giant creature was so big and heavy, they couldn't move it. The monstrous, smelly corpse had a tail, or maybe a long tentacle. It also had no defined head or eyes.
Похудел. Вот постяра.
Experts think it could be a globster, a term used since 1962 to describe strange sea creatures. The Research Institute of Fisheries and Oceanography believes the Kamchatka monster might be part whale. Crypted on the shore. A normal day took a strange turn when a beach cleaner in New Zealand spotted an odd creature in the sand. Washed up on the shore, it was unlike any seen before. It had a body that seemed almost prehistoric and a face that resembled a shark. The discovery didn't stay quiet for long. A video spread quickly, sparking debates everywhere. Some were convinced it was a cryptid, a creature of legend. Others whispered about the Taniwa, a supernatural being from Maori folklore. A supernatural guardian is said to live in deep waters and protect or challenge those who cross its path. Whatever it was, the sight left people with a guessing game. Mysterious skeleton.
Okay, what is this?
Walking along a beach in Nova Scotia, a fisherman's flashlight revealed something strange at low tide. Half buried in the wet sand was a large, twisted object that looked like a fossil from long ago. Its bony shape stuck out, almost like the spine of a huge, ancient creature, worn down by the waves. As he got closer, it looked even more eerie, with yellowed, brittle bones showing. Some thought it could be part of a whale's skeleton, but others weren't so sure. The true answer? No one really knows. The mystery stays unsolved. Bone mystery.
This is a gigantic whalebone.
It was just another walk along the shore, until it wasn't after a moment. A tourist on Ruby Beach made a shocking discovery. A massive bone washed up on the sand. It was bigger than anything they expected. And it definitely wasn't a rock. Tiny holes dotted the surface, almost like part of a spine.
It's definitely bigger than a 9-year-old kid.
That is not a rock.
Could it be from a whale? The sheer size hinted it might be a huge vertebra, but no one could say for sure. Ancient relic.
Millions of years old. Check him out. That is a sturgeon.
While walking along the beach, a beachgoer made a discovery that seemed impossible. It was a sturgeon, a fish that has existed since the time of the dinosaurs. With its bony backbone and tough, bony head, the creature seemed almost like a relic from another era. Its rugged appearance told a story of survival, millions of years old. This fish had weathered countless ages and outlived the dinosaurs, raising questions about what else could be hidden beneath the surface of the ocean. The discovery left an unsettling feeling, as if more secrets could be waiting nearby. Massive skeleton. A massive fish skeleton, bigger than anything anyone had ever seen, suddenly appeared on a beach. A beachgoer spotted it lying across the sand. The colossal bones stretched for yards, catching everyone off guard. Experts quickly arrived, eager to analyze the remains. Could this be a new discovery in marine biology? The skeleton's size and strange structure raised more questions than answers. Marine biologists are still investigating, trying to uncover the creature's origins. Eerie encounter. A day at Central Varna Beach took a strange turn when a beachgoer came across a giant fish washed up on the shore. But the real shock came when the lifeless body of a small dolphin floated in from the sea. The waves gently pushed it onto the sand, leaving an eerie silence. Why was it no more? Experts believe toxins in the environment, natural or man-made, could be the cause. The sight left everyone on edge. The once peaceful beach now seemed tense. Strange cup. A beach janitor noticed something sticking out of the sand. It looked like a suction cup. Curious, he grabbed his stick and tried to pull it out, but the object was too soft and flexible. At first, he thought it was an octopus, but as he examined it closer, he saw two long tentacles and oval-shaped bodies. That's when he realized it wasn't an octopus at all. It turned out to be a cuttlefish. Cuttlefish are known for their ability to change colors and blend in with their surroundings. This one had likely buried itself in the sand for protection. It was a fascinating discovery, proof that nature always has surprises waiting just beneath the surface. Strange creature. A shocking discovery was made on a quiet beach in Russia's Far East. A massive, strange sea creature washed up on the shore. It resembled a giant dolphin, but had a bird-like beak and fur on its tail. The creature was found near Shakes Airport on Orkney Island, closer to the US than Moscow. Marine biologists believe it could be a rare species of dolphin, though the fur sets it apart. Dolphins aren't known to have hair. Some wonder if it's a mutant sea monster. Others think it resembles the Ganges river dolphin. But this creature's size and fur leave experts puzzled. What could it be? Scientists continue to investigate, hoping to discover the ocean's untold secrets. Mysterious find. A strange skeleton with hollow eyes and spiky ridges was seen by a local on Blue Flag Beach. There, lying, was a small skeleton with spiky ridges and hollow eyes. It was a pufferfish, left bare by the ocean's pull. The empty eyes seemed to stare back, like the creature was guarding a secret from the deep. What could this little fish have seen in its underwater world? Was the sea trying to send a warning? Mysterious bones.
Here we are in Sandwich on the beaches, and oh, we found something!
At Sandwich Beach, something super strange happened. A guy was walking when he spotted something odd buried in the sand. Curious, he dug it out, and it looked just like a dragon. Long, twisted bones with sharp edges stretched across the shore. But was it really a dragon? When the video hit social media, theories exploded. Some thought it was the remains of a sea creature, others guessed a fossil, and a few said it might just be a weird rock. Its rough texture and bizarre shape left everyone amazed and confused. It's got people wondering, what else could the ocean be hiding? Beach mystery. Beach mystery. Just when you think Australia's beaches couldn't get more mysterious. A beachgoer stumbled upon something that sent chills down their spine. There in the sand lay weird bones, twisted and strange, unlike any known creature. The skeleton seemed too odd to be from our world. Its long, bent shape didn't match any sea animal we know of. Could this be some unknown creature from the ocean depths? Or maybe it's something even older, a prehistoric beast that time forgot? No one could explain what kind of animal these bones belong to. For now, this twisted skeleton remains a mystery. Ice Age monster.
Oh,
An unbelievable discovery shocked fishermen in Siberia. Fishermen made an incredible find in a Siberian river. They discovered a massive tusk from an Ice Age monster, a young mammoth. The tusk was huge, but the fishermen couldn't remove it easily. The sediment at the bottom of the river was too thick. They had to dive down, clear the mud, and tie the tusk to a rope. The woolly mammoth was an ancient giant, up to 5 meters tall and weigh over 40 kilograms. There could be more mammoth remains hidden in these waters? No one knows. Ancient footprint.
Turns into quite a happening moment of a 4-year-old girl when she discovered a 220 million years old imprint.
While walking on a beach in South Wales, a local made an incredible discovery. There, hidden in the sand, was a 220 million year old dinosaur footprint. The imprint, over 10 centimeters long, was well preserved and perfectly clear. Experts say it belonged to a dinosaur that stood about 75 centimeters tall and was 2.5 meters long. Researchers from the UK's Natural History Museum believe the print was left by a sauropodomorph, a group of dinosaurs that roamed the Earth during the Triassic period. They've even created a 3D model to study the impression. The mystery of these ancient creatures still lingers on. Mysterious carcass. A strange discovery on the shores of Lake Michigan has sparked both curiosity and concern. A local came across an unusual carcass washed up on the beach. At first, it looked like a cow or maybe a goat, but up close, it was unidentifiable. The creature was partially decomposed, covered in dark hair, and had clearly spent a long time in the water. Its shape resembles everything from a deer to mythical lake creatures, yet no one could say for sure what it was. Seaside mystery.
Got a big face with a big long tail. It's from the beach. Is it a mermaid?
On the beach, locals found a skeleton with an unusual shape. It had a large face and a long tail. Whispers spread quickly through the seaside town. Could it be a mermaid? A mythical sea creature? The sight was unsettling, making everyone wonder what secrets the sea had revealed this time. No need to worry, guys. The skeleton turned out to be from known marine animals with unique structures.
Can someone explain to me what this is? I mean, I know it's...
Now you guys tell me, was it a fish, a seal, or even a whalebone that looked so mysterious? And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day.
Whale bones.
Strange things wash up on beaches, but what a local found at Shelley Beach left everyone amazed. Huge whale bones lay spread across the sand, looking old and mysterious. These bones were massive, worn smooth by the sea and time. People couldn't believe their eyes. Soon, crowds gathered to see this weird finding. No one could tell how old they were or why this whale was special. But one thing is for sure, that the mystery of these bones still haunts the beach today.